Hello. So it's Friday at 7:28 p.m. I'm heading out to the second tournament of the week. Last week I got fourth place, which is honestly a really good start off to the semester. I wasn't really expecting it. I do really well when I'm not really expecting much. But I lost to a character that I don't want to lose again to. So we're gonna work on that this semester. Min Min, if you know her. She's the girl with the long arms. I VOD reviewed the tapes, took some notes. I've tried getting a little bit of practice, but I've been really busy and I've gotten a little bit, which is nice. But that's one thing that's tough about competing, is that's hard to find good practice. But hopefully I run into him again in bracket so I can face him again. If I don't, that'll be okay. I'll just do my best and not really worry about it, because I'm mostly focused on trying to make sure I develop the right skills to beat him. But we'll see how we do. I tend to do best in my tournaments when I don't worry about it much. Like, my best performances have always been like, I don't even care, I'm sick and I'm hungry and I have homework to do. I'm just gonna go in and play my sets and then get out. And I end up doing really well and beating a lot of people. Which is kind of funny. And then when I go, I'm like, okay, I practice a lot, and then I'll go 0-2. So one thing I've learned, you can never expect yourself to not go 0-2, because you might go 0-2. You never know when you'll go 0-2. Sometimes you'll just go 0-2. Maybe that means I'm bad, because my brother never goes 0-2. So well, except for that one time. But I'm not like that. I'm not that kind of guy. All right, we'll see what happens. So yeah, it is 12:33 a.m. I got back from the tournament a little while ago, and I went 0-2, which technically means I got last place. But some funny things happened, and it feels like fate is on my side. The universe is speaking to me, because when I checked who I had to play against round 1, it was Neem, the person who I had been preparing to play against all week. So I was really excited about that. Normally I don't check who I have to play against that much, because if I do check, sometimes I get a little worried. I'm like, oh no, what character will I play? How am I gonna make sure I play as well? Which is good, preparation. I should be prepared, but I tend to have a little more fun, I think, and a little more calm when I don't know who I'm playing against, and I'm just I don't really care who I'm playing against. I'm just gonna play against somebody and I'm gonna have fun. But I had to play against Neem, which is great. So how it went was I was much more prepared. I kind of knew where my flaws were in my game plan. Last time, I knew what I couldn't execute on, so I practiced that a little bit. And I did a lot better. Even though I lost, I still lost 2-0. But I did much better. Last time, I was getting like double 2 stocked, and I didn't even stand a chance. But like this time, both games like were down to the last, well, kind of down to the wire. I didn't just get like totally dominated. I was able to really play the game. Min-Min's arms like were not that scary for me, so I'm feeling really good about that. I think the main issue, the reason I couldn't like pull through the win, was that my offense still wasn't good enough. I need to know how to get better edge guards off stage, really know how to get those kills more, and I think I might, once I prepare that and keep up the rest of the stuff I'm doing, I think I have a good shot of beating him next time. Which won't be for a while maybe, because I can't go to next week's tournament because I have to go home for Chinese New Year. But yeah, I'm really happy I got a chance to play him again. In some ways, I kind of see it as like a test. It's like testing myself and then seeing how far you are. So even though I lost, I showed myself signs of improvement, which I'm happy with. And then in losers round 1, I had to play against Varun, who is another bracket demon of mine. He plays Yoshi, who's also a really weird character. And I also lost to him. I won game 1 though, which was pretty good, but he kind of locked in, and I like wasn't as prepared to like for some of the layers. But yeah, Yoshi's also a weird character. He's kind of, I can add him to the list of problem characters, but I really want to focus on Min-Min right now. But honestly, my issues against Neem and Varun's Yoshi and Min-Min, irrespectively, are pretty similar, where they're both kind of characters where like you know what they're gonna do, but once they start doing it, it's hard to stop them. So I guess I can add Yoshi to my list of problem characters that I'll prepare against. So yeah, I went 0-2, which means I went last place. But honestly, it doesn't bother me that much, because after going to enough tournaments, I've realized that whether I go 0-2, 1-2, 3-2, it really doesn't depend on how good I am. It really depends on my bracket luck and how many people worse than me the bracket throws at me. Today's just happened to be a day where I had to play against 2 people who I normally lose to, and then I go 0-2 and I go last place. Last time, I played against 4 people who I could have beaten, and I beat all of them. And then I went 4-2, and that was great. So, like, it really depends on bracket luck, which is why I'm not that bothered about going 0-2. But it does mean that, like, every time I go to bracket, I have to prepare myself to go 0-2. Because, like, you never know. You might get last place one week. So I'm 0-2 for a week. 0-2er for 2 weeks. That'll be fun. But yeah, pretty happy with how I performed. Not satisfied though. Happy because I showed progress, but I definitely want to win next time. And I have notes written down of what I remember of these matches, because sadly they couldn't be streamed depending on who gets the setup and who doesn't, so I can't review the tapes. But I think I'm at a good place where I know what I need to prepare for. And yeah, until next time. See you guys whenever.